So good morning, my lovely yogis. Just joining me on the mat wherever you want to start today. Listen to your body. If you've been rushing around already, or whether you need a nice gentle few moments here just to regroup, just take this time. This is the time and the space to sort of come back to yourself. There's so many distractions in life, what we've done earlier this morning, what we have later to do. But this is our quality time to connect within and explore yet again who we are. Every pose that we come into has the opportunity to reveal something to us. Whatever thought comes in, how the pose reacts to it. It's all ways of kind of peeling back all the layers of the onion to reveal that sort of inner self. So connecting with your breath, just follow a few breaths consciously, the full inhale and the full exhale. Noticing if you have a slight pause between your breath. Witness your thoughts. How long can you stay with your breath before a thought wants to pull you away? How quickly can you return to the present moment? We are human and we do have the monkey mind. But the beauty of yin and yoga is to kind of tame that monkey a little, train it a little bit, and for us to be in control, our consciousness. So if you're lying down, just have a few moments now to hug the knees in, have a lovely stretch. If you're already seated and you just want to roll the shoulders or just move the body in the spine a few times, we're going to come to seated for Zazen. Today we'll have just quiet meditation. If you've been busy this morning, this will be a welcome 5 minutes for yourself. The mind may still be on a certain speed, but usually with 5 minutes of just following the breath initially, we can sort of slow down. It's like that snow globe that just gets put somewhere and it's still, everything settles. So we'll take 5 minutes. Notice if your 5 minutes today goes quickly or whether it drags on. It's always nice to tune into that kind of sense of time as well. Let's rest our hands, Dhyana Mudra. Close our eyelids, soften our face, shoulders, body, and just begin following your breath until you settle into a nice quiet space. See how long you can actually follow your breath throughout your whole practice. Observe your thoughts you have whilst you're aware of your breath. Stay with your breath. Come back to your breath. Witness your thoughts. And just take one more breath. Coming back. How do you feel? Okay, we're going to take dragonfly first, just to start sort of opening up through the hips. If you need to put a little rolled cushion behind your buttocks just to sort of tilt pelvis forward, that's always good. Or if you need anything under your knees for support. These are just ways we can adapt. And then just gently notice where you start off in this pose, because after 5 minutes there's usually a lovely softening into this one. You can really visibly see the surrender. So start by exploring where you feel the tightness initially. Try and relax around feet and ankles. Enjoying that lovely inner leg stretch. Can you notice if one leg feels tighter than the other? And then gently you'll just start to feel your back stretch a little, and you can soften into the shoulders and arms. Even with a lot more to feel in this pose, stay with your breath. And just every now and then notice if there is just a little bit more movement further into the pose. And as you do so, relax through the legs and the knees and the feet. How do you feel? Lovely for your liver and your kidneys and the spleen meridian. Keeping these organs healthy. Keep gently softening if you find that there's some space to move into. Breathing to your belly. And can you enjoy the feeling of being passive, but also the deep stretch and sensation that you get? So just take 2 or 3 more breaths in this pose, just being conscious and following the full length of your breath. Lovely expansion into the chest. And we'll gently come up, walking the hands back to your body really nice and slowly, releasing whatever you're feeling through the back and the tightness perhaps in the legs. And we'll roll back. Take your time, our first fold of the day, and just seeing what's going on. It might take a few moments to release through the lower spine. Just let your breath guide you. Try to relax the buttocks. Releasing the tightness in the abdomen can start to relax the lower back. So as much as it takes us quite some time to soften into the pose, it often takes us just that time to release out of it as well. So keep looking where you're tight. Gently letting go. And then when everything does feel like it's softened a bit, you might then feel the chi, the different spots of coolness, possibly tingling. It's very interesting to inquire so deeply into your body for these minute sensations. So we'll draw our knees in now. Excuse me. Have a gentle rock. Take your time here if you are feeling just a little bit tender in the back. Really give yourself a little massage here. And then we'll roll up. Coming into swan, you will probably need a cushion. I like a cushion under the buttock. We'll bring our right knee forwards. The right foot just rests in front of the left leg. And then a cushion under the buttock. It just keeps you from sort of rolling onto that side. Keeping the hips nice and squarely forward. Just have a moment in upright swan. It gives us that counter pose into the lumbar spine. Taking a few minutes here. It's nice just to soften into this stretch. Nice deep belly breaths. And then when you're ready and you feel like you want to, you can come down onto your elbows or all the way down, arms stretched out, forehead. Whatever feels right for you in the moment. If you've got a block, you could use that for resting your forehead if you want to. And just sort of awareness of how you feel in your right hip, thigh, buttock. Making sure your left back knee is comfortable as well. Every now and then notice if your shoulders are creeping up towards your ears and if you can just drop and relax them a bit. And the lower down you come, you might find that your front abdominal muscles tense up. So seeing if you can release, take deep breaths. How do you feel? Is it a tough pose this morning, or is it actually quite welcome? And a nice gradual stretch. You can take your head lower and your arms lower if you want to. This pose is really lovely for all your meridians in your legs, especially the stomach channel as well. And we'll take one more breath. Slowly lifting up, enjoying that movement through your spine. And then just find Shavasana again. Take your time. It's lovely when you come out of these deep compressions to feel everything sort of just flow again through your legs. Probably feel the tingliness on the tops of the feet, shin, from where we've been pushed into the mat. And relax. Checking out the difference in sensation in your right leg from your left. Where you feel most of the sensation. Is it on the inner thigh, the top of the thigh, more buttock or hip, knee? How do you feel through the lower back? And so let's hug in, take a few moments, and then we'll come to the other side. Notice if you like this pose today. Some days you'll really like it, other days you'll hate it. I do find that quite often. Today I'm enjoying it. Okay, so opposite side, left knee's bent, right leg behind you. And then again, if you want a block handy, but start upright for a few moments. Try and allow the breath to be nice and easy, not restrained. Even in this first beginning pose, noticing the stretch over your right hip flexor, top of the leg. And then whenever you're ready, you can stay upright if you want to, come down whenever you want to. Releasing the abdominal muscles if they're tight, really allowing the breath to be easy into the belly and the chest. Relaxing shoulders. And noticing any real differences from this side to the other side. Sometimes you'll find one side a bit more intense. There's a lot more sensation and stuff going on. Every out breath giving us that opportunity to melt a little bit more into this pose. Softening the abdomen. Just following your thoughts. Being open to the images you see in your mind in this pose, and whether you're in the past memories, can you relax through your arms and your hands? This pose really works into our root chakra because we're low on the mat. Our hips definitely linked with our sacral. So emotions and relationships and the flow of life and water, the element. Notice if there are thoughts around these energies that come to you. So, one more breath. Gently lifting up. And again, nice slow movement. Coming onto your mat. Have a nice long sigh here. Check in with what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. The flow of chi. Relaxing the abdominal muscles if they just feel a bit tight while you're letting the lower back relax. And has that freed up some space in your body? What feels more fluid? What feels more like it's going with the flow? It could be something emotional. It could be something like a thought just seems to be flowing better now. Or it could be a physical sensation in the body as well. Do you feel less stuck? And so we'll draw the knees in again. Right one, then left one. Take a few moments, even as you move into this position where we just rock, you might feel the remnants through the hips or the thighs from swan. Take some time just to rock, move gently. And then we'll roll up for dragon. If your knees need a little bit of support, I'd suggest, and actually I think I will today, just take a little soft padding of a blanket. Even if your knees are okay, it's quite nice to have something padding under the knee because there is the pressure in the knee in this position. So we're in this low lunge. We're going to take the right leg forwards. So the foot comes to the outside of the hands. If you want to use your blocks to just sort of start a little bit higher up, and if it may also support your wrists, then you can start here. See how long you want to go in this pose. You don't have to do the whole length of time. It is an intense pose. So if after a few minutes you want to come out and lie down, please do. Don't feel that your ego or you have to stay in it for as long as we all do together. Again, this is a lovely one for your stomach meridian as well. All meridians through your legs. Perhaps feeling an intensity in both of the hip flexors. Try to let your breath be relaxed into the belly. Notice if you do tighten up here. And if you want to alter your blocks, make them a little bit lower every now and then. And if you want to come onto your elbows, you can do. Just depending how flexible you are. So what is this pose making you feel like? Emotionally and physically? Is it a challenge? Is it uncomfortable? What does it teach you? Perseverance, endurance? Try to take deep breaths. Try to relax your thighs, your right thigh, back thigh. If you want to explore coming down onto elbows using blocks, you can. Very intense. We're just going to do 30 more seconds. And we'll take a nice deep breath here. And slowly come out. Take your time, especially as you lean back into your back leg. Take a moment as you gently come down into Shavasana. And again, in this moment, notice how that pose feels for you, whether that sometimes you'll like that pose, other times it will feel really intense. So welcome the after effects. What's going on? Where does it feel good afterwards? Did it feel challenging today because of what's going on in life? The hips are very linked with our movement forward. They are what swing our legs, in terms of the mechanism of our body. But also, if we're fearful of the future, if we're not clear on what's ahead of us, this can all be held energetically in our hips in this area. And so that might reveal through your postures. Breathe through it. Just observe whatever comes up. Very different sensation from the swan pose. Perhaps you're feeling some tingliness in the knees. And so we'll bring the knees in, coming into the other side with kind of a fresh openness. We only did about 3.5 minutes in that pose, not the full length of time. Okay, so again, if I were you, I'd pad the knee. It's always nice to know that you're just supporting these joints. And then the left knee forward, left leg forward rather. Making yourself comfortable with your hands and your arms. Take your time to really let yourself sort of drop into this pose. If you're holding a little bit of tension, just so that you're not too stretched in the right hip flexor, take your time to gradually let this soften. Go wherever it feels safe for you. Relax the abdomen when you breathe. Notice where your breath is, whether it's actually quite shallow in the chest. And as you soften into this, maybe it does deepen to the belly. Can you relax your back leg and your buttock, the right buttock? Perhaps trying to soften into your shoulders as well, if you do find that there's a lot of tension there. So just keep adjusting yourself wherever you feel most comfortable. Deep breaths. Notice if you're hating this, enjoying this, what you get out of it. How does the pose feel now? We've just got a little bit longer. How do you feel about the pose? Let's take 2 breaths. And gently come out. Nice and slowly. Sometimes you come into these poses and you can feel like you get really stuck. You'll be glad to hear the next one is bench. But let's just come down. Oh. If I'm honest with you, that was a challenge today, that one. I loved Swan, but that one was hard. Relaxing back and just feeling whatever you feel, wherever you feel it. Being in tune with your body. If you didn't like the pose, it's quite interesting to inquire why. Can you get an answer in your mind? Do you know? And also, if you really enjoyed it, if you really needed it, I wonder why as well. What has it freed up? What thoughts came in? And how does it feel after you've done it? Following any energy movements. And then gently take your time, hug your knees in. You're probably going to really be feeling it at the tops of your legs, our hip creases here. These aren't poses we come into day to day. We never stretch that much when we walk. So you're going to probably feel the after effects. It reminds us we have certain muscles in certain places in the body that we often forget about. Okay, let's roll up, grab your cushion, and we'll have a nice long rest back in bench. Have a little blanket if you've been using one. Maybe you want it behind your head and neck. Maybe you don't. Just see how you feel today. Lying back. Just taking that cushion slightly a few inches away from your body, just so that we can curve into our thoracic spine more than the lumbar. Give the lumbar a rest. And this is such a lovely one emotionally, when you feel like you need to feel supported in an emotional way. It's always interesting to understand the emotions that can weaken our body. Anger can weaken our liver, and fear can weaken our kidneys. So coming into these poses can really help strengthen the energy flow through our body. As you lie here for a few moments, you can just direct your thoughts to having healthy spleen and stomach, and your kidneys and bladder, and your liver and your gallbladder, heart and the small intestine, and your lungs and the large intestine, which run through your arms. When we've been in swan and dragon, very stimulating through the arms. So just relax your face as much as you can. Notice if you're slightly tense in your forehead, around your cheeks, your chin and jaw. Check in through your neck. Relaxing shoulders, arms, all the way down to hands. How do you feel here? This is a lovely one for heart chakra and throat. And if anything here needs balancing emotionally or with your communication or your trust, a nice pose. And it can be also linked with communication to yourself inwardly, your inner dialogue, and how you trust yourself in life. So we'll take one more breath. And then gently coming up, pull your cushion away, come down again. Take just a few moments, feel the after effects. And from here, just deciding if you want to come into a seated position for relaxation or stay lying down. Have a moment, you can draw the knees in and rock. You might want cushion under the knees or support under the head. Let's take our relaxation. So relaxing your body. Just start softening through the head, face. You know when you're holding an expression, even if it's a slight expression, just let everything go, let everything relax. The mouth may open, the lower jaw may fall backwards. Try to relax as much as you can through your neck and shoulders, arms. Fingers just gently curled and wrists relaxed. Awareness of any tightness in the front of your body, the sides or the back of your body. Just letting go. Every out-breath is the opportunity to soften. Relaxing the pelvis and hips, thighs, knees, legs, all the way down to feet. We've really worked this sort of pelvic area today, tops of the legs, hips and knees. So as you direct your energy there, just giving it a bit of love, surround it in a beautiful pink mist. Anything that needs healing, we can draw in, invoke the energies of Archangel Raphael, and imagine a beautiful emerald green that surrounds any part of you that needs healing, whether it's a physical part, a system within you, or whether it's an emotional part, whether it's a current emotion, a historic emotion that you've held for a while. Just allow a beautiful emerald green to surround your whole body. And maybe in your mind's eye you can draw up an image of what Archangel Raphael might look like to you. A strong figure, big, beautiful, angelic wings. How do they appear to you? Are they pure white, golden? Are there streaks of silver or all iridescent colours in the wings? Perhaps in your mind you can see colours that you can't even identify. And in whatever healing that you need, you can imagine Archangel Raphael standing behind you and drawing the wings round you like a big blanket. All you have to do is ask. Ask and it is given. So just take some time now. Enjoy some welcome healing to yourself and also extending out any prayers or wishes for others' healing. People you know, people you don't know, and even worldwide. Perhaps in our mind's eye we can all collectively imagine the world being covered in a beautiful emerald green of healing. So just gently. No need to move yet, just draw your awareness back to your thoughts that you're having in this moment. Were they present thoughts or future or past? Without judgment, just inquire. And just have a few moments to come back to your breath. A few conscious breaths before we return to the rest of our day. And checking in with how you feel emotionally, whether you're quite relaxed. Whatever words come to mind. And then ever so gently in your own time, just start to move fingers and toes. Perhaps rock the head from side to side. Roll the shoulders. If you're lying down, have a nice full body stretch, arms overhead. Wag your tail, rock the pelvis. And then you can draw knees in. And just aware of how you feel from the start of your practice to now. Certain parts you may feel even more from the stretches that we've done. And then in your own time, just rolling up. Take a breath or two, just have a moment to ground down, send your energy roots into the earth, your tree roots. And then we can bring our hands to heart. Om Shanti. Namaste.